Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. This is episode 16 of Getting in the Green with Perfect Strangers. It is me, your host, Daryl, and I got my partner in crime with me, Corey. Happy Friday to you, man. What's good with you?
Hey, happy Friday, man. I wish I would have got to the window a little more yesterday. I was actually I was on the right side of things, man. I just didn't end up getting there on anything.
It's them damn lanes, bruh. It's them damn lanes.
Lean's it.
Lean with it, rock with it, man. It's kind of crazy. Small slate. Did go 1-1 yesterday. Should have took your advice on Golden State and how the quality of opponents that New Orleans is playing is actually really good. So let's jump into it real quick. It was a small slate yesterday, man. Last night's games were really, really easy. First game, Boston at New York. New York got it done with, I guess you can call them Maple Mamba, man. 105-103. RJ Barrett hits that three at the end of the game. They cover and win. Detroit gets smacked by Grind City. We called that. We were all on that. I was on Memphis minus 12.5. It was, I don't give a fuck what the spread is, man, on that one. That one there was an easy one. Golden State, man, you called it. You called it, Corey. You called that game, man. 96-101. They do not look right without Curry in the game. This whole win by committee is not winning by committee. So we'll see what happens on this closeout date with Clay possibly this Sunday. So we'll see what happens with that. And then the nightcap, we got the Clippers that just got clipped by Phoenix 89-106. Looks like Phoenix and Memphis, man, they're definitely the real deal, especially Memphis, how they're playing right now. So, yeah, those were the games on yesterday. Wasn't too bad of ball. Once again, we're still starting to see some really good ball being played, so I like that. All right, man, let's get into the games today. Large slate. First game we have on the slate, man, is San Antonio at Philly. San Antonio at Philly. Line right now is -7. It was at 6.5 early. That total is 217.5. That is also gone really down, or no, it hasn't gone down just yet. I don't see it just yet. Those lines are off. We've got some conditioning issues going on in San Antonio, right? We got some people going into health and safety protocols as well. So as it stands, it looks like, in my opinion, this game should flow this way because of how it works. San Antonio is pretty good first quarter, right? Looking at how they score, they're averaging about 29 points first quarter to Philly's first quarter. But Philly ultimately gets things done. They start going and playing downhill. You get Embiid involved. They're on a tear right now. Philly is on their own little miniature tear. San Antonio did beat Boston 97-99, which was a surprise. But Philly, man, this is their 5-game win streak going right now, man. So I do like Philly here. I do like Philly full game. That is possibly the better play even than the San Antonio first quarter. What do you like here?
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at Philly here, man. I mean, outside of their guards being out, they're the healthier team. And San Antonio's built around depth, and they don't have it right now.
Yeah.
White out, Keldon Johnson out, their defenders are out, the depth is out. You got to figure on, at home, Philly should be able to get this thing done.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I mean, even with Maxey out, they've looked good recently, so they haven't missed a step there without him. Embiid's playing out of control. I don't think Jakob Poeltl can move laterally well enough to guard him, so Philly should get this done. I do have a hard time trusting them still, but
yeah, you think that 7's too much?
Not really. I mean, if Philly shows up to play, they're going to cover that spread.
Okay.
So I'd say pretty heavy lean here on Philly, but not official just yet. But
okay, I'm with you on that, man. I've got a full game lean on Philly. So that does seem like a really good potential good play here. I mean, that line's already moving, so we'll see. All right. Next game we have on the slate, man. We are going good. Milwaukee Bucks at Brooklyn Nets. This line is still 5. Did see some 4.5s in some spaces. 228.5 is the total. We see a little regression with Milwaukee after they had their little win streak going. Now, this is the question I have to you, Corey. Now you don't have Kyrie playing again, right? So he can't play because it's a home game.
Yep.
This bothers me when it comes to rhythm. Like you've got two different headspaces going right now. You know you're going to play with Kyrie in one game, and you got a good game going, and then now you're going back to how you don't play with them. I think that takes a toll on you, if you ask me. I think that takes a toll on you as a player, and you've got to learn to be able to compartmentalize when he's playing and when he's not playing. I don't like this game, to be honest. I do not like this game, and it seems like it could be a game that gets away. Once again, heavy minutes going to probably come from Durant and James. And it's just something that it's almost like you're jumping in the deep end, jumping in the shallow end, jumping in the deep end, jumping in the shallow end. So I don't have a play on this game here. That line is pretty low. Wouldn't be surprised if Milwaukee gets it done, but they are missing some set pieces as well. They're in a 2-game losing streak. They lost to Toronto and embarrassingly lost to Detroit. So I don't know if this is a get-right game for them as well. Remember, I want to say Brooklyn kind of has it. Well, Milwaukee got them last time. That's a different team. Milwaukee got them. Milwaukee played them on the 19th of October, got them 127-104. But, those are different terms, and I just don't know if this is a game that could honestly get away for Brooklyn. So I don't like this game at all. It is 4.5. The line is short. We'll see what happens. What are you looking at here?
I think I'm all over Milwaukee here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Nets haven't beat the top teams in the league. They're not playing good basketball. They tie the spread against Indiana with Kyrie, and that looks not good for a while, for 3 quarters. They're just not. They're not there yet. They'll be there in the playoffs. They're not there yet. We had Giannis get a day off after that Detroit embarrassing loss. They lose again to Toronto. He's probable for today. I'm assuming he's going here. If Giannis goes, I mean, yeah, they're missing Drew Holiday. I mean, nobody's going to expose him on the Nets side there at point guard. So you don't have to worry about, Patty Mills dropping 40 on you here. So
yeah.
I have Milwaukee +5, man. I'd probably look at Milwaukee money line as well here.
Does that bother you that Milwaukee's at the beginning of their back-to-back? They go and play Charlotte tomorrow.
No, because of the two. Who are they more focused on beating here? They're focused on winning this one.
Got you.
They might drop the ball tomorrow after a letdown, but they're going to get up for the Nets here for KD, Harden. Giannis has got, Giannis likes those statement games, man.
Yeah.
Trying to be more mainstream. So, yeah, I think Milwaukee gets this thing done here.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I hate the position that Brooklyn's in. So, yeah, it's either Milwaukee or pass for me. But, yeah, that money line looks pretty good, too, to be honest with you. That money line does look pretty good. If I'm looking at that game, that money line right now is sitting at +175. So that's saying a lot. We'll see, man. That should be a pretty decent game. Ball's getting back. All right. This fucking game, dude. This game. Toronto Raptors are playing the Utah Jazz. Now, this might have been an earlier line. I've got this at right now -11.5. -11.5 for Toronto. Total being 222. I'm telling you now, Utah is not playing with anyone. It's COVID again. Right? You got patient zero, the guy who started the whole COVID debacle, Rudy Gobert, who's out. That's your main guy. You got Donovan Mitchell. You got Bog. You got Conley on rest. They're just giving this game to the Raptors. They're just giving this game to they do not care. They do not care one fucking shit about this game. So I don't know if this is a game that you step on early, because Toronto, I did go to the well with Toronto first quarter, right? Because we know what's going to happen. Jazz is going to go and just pop up threes. They have literally no one playing today. So do you just kind of get in, get your money and get out type deal? I don't know, man. But 11.5 is a large spread for me. I'm over it. I'm over it, bro. I do not want any action in this game, but if I did have action, I would lean Toronto first quarter. What do you like as far as players or anything you're looking at?
You just got to bet Toronto here, man. I can't even tell you what players to play because they're going to have to come from the Utah side for value.
Mhm.
But I mean, even the guys that aren't, Clarkson questionable. Everybody's questionable. So Rudy Gay's questionable. O'Neal's questionable. Ingles out. You just got it. Toronto's playing good basketball right now. They're going to get a G League squad here. Yeah, I mean, you just got to go Toronto. I don't care about the points
Mhm.
and just let it ride. I mean, this is, back to Orlando a couple weeks ago when they just don't have an NBA player on the floor. You're going to see it. So, yeah, I don't even think Utah can pop threes in this game. Like all their 3-point shooters
Yeah.
are out. So, I don't know what their game plan is. They're probably just going to take this loss and move forward. But, yeah, I mean, the bet here is Toronto.
Yeah, man. I just 11.5 seems like a lot because you might get these guys who kind of get gritty and play, but how do you game plan? What actions are you running here? Bro, this is what I kind of hate about the NBA. I shouldn't say kind of, Corey. I really do hate it when things like this happen, man.
Yeah, on
When
paper, this should have been a good game.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Should have been a good game on paper, provided everybody played. But here we are. Next game we have, man, we've got Dallas Mavericks at the Houston Rockets. Game right now, -2.5 for Dallas, total at 216.5. Those lines haven't changed. We know why this line is low, right? We know why this line is low because we got Luka probably not playing. He's more like doubtful.
Yeah, he's not coming.
Yeah, he ain't coming. He is not coming to this game at all. That ankle roll looked pretty severe. It looked pretty severe. He couldn't even put any weight on it at first. But you got a long injury report for Dallas as well. But in spite of all that, man, they have been playing good defense. I believe you called that Golden State Dallas game too. We were both on them, right? But you said, man, they had Steph in the game and couldn't even put up 100 with Steph in the game, which is why you like New Orleans the next game. You know what I'm saying? So Dallas right now on a 4-game tear. They've covered 3 of those spreads out of the last 4. So it seems like 2.5 is just easy work, right? Easy work. You're still going to have your set pieces out there. Your last starters besides Luka was Maxey, Dorian Finney-Smith, Dwight Powell, Jalen Brunson. I still like those guys. I do. But at the same token, you did see Houston kind of turn it on. Whatever issues they had in the locker room and going on, it kind of worked it out because they did beat fucking Washington. They did beat him, right? Kevin Porter, just like his father, pulled the trigger type shit. I don't know what old boy was thinking when he said that. But yeah, they did come out and beat Washington. But you also, again, you said Washington sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So who do you like here, man? What you going in?
Yeah, unlike the last game, on paper, this game still sucks. So I just don't care about these two teams. I don't bet on these two teams.
Yeah.
Now they're playing each other, so I get to just avoid this game altogether. Yeah, I don't know. I just Brunson might not be able to get it done.
Yeah.
You'd think Christian Wood should have another good game here, but that guy shows up some nights, doesn't show up some other nights. So
Streaky shooter.
These are just two. Yeah, I just don't care about either of these teams. There's no lean here. I'm probably going to end up just avoiding this game altogether. On the DFS side of things, though, I'd say Brunson's probably a must play tonight at 7,000 because he is going to be the entire offense.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to get a high scoring game here because Houston doesn't play any defense. So
yeah,
I think DFS side of things, you definitely want to be in this game pretty heavy. But as far as betting aside here, man, I think Dallas gets this done, but I don't want any part of that. So
no action. I'm with it, man. I like like some angles you could take, but no Luka. This line is definitely a lot higher if Luka's in. So yeah, now that you take him out, fuck it. Yeah, man, this game, fuck it. Minnesota OKC. Total
Yep.
on this right now is 215.5. That hasn't moved. OKC is home dog at 5.5. I tell you right now, man, I don't care about this game, but you would think Minnesota would come in and just smack the shit out of OKC. You would think that would be the case. You are going to have Cat back, who's playing, and now another game under his belt. You are going to have D'Lo playing, right? You do have Ant-Man in. Crazy stat that Ant-Man actually plays worse with D'Lo in the game. I was listening to a podcast when they were breaking down some advanced analytics numbers, and he plays worse. They already played January 5th, right?
Mm-hmm.
98-90. This was just a recent game. So
Yeah, everybody played too.
Yeah. So I didn't care about the last game. I don't care about this one. So what you got on this as far as size or DFS plays?
Not a damn thing. This is a game for like degenerate gamblers. You're just willing to throw money on one of these two teams. I mean, that is just unbelievable to me. You don't respect your money enough if you're out there betting Minnesota or OKC. So
yeah. Corey, you on a roll today, bro. You sound like you just mad at ball, man. I'm telling you.
I'm mad at some of these games and how bad the separation is on some of these teams.
Yeah.
And it starts with like the GM. Some of these teams just don't care about winning enough. OKC is one of them. They start to build these rosters that are competitive, and then they just unload the entire thing. Every year.
Man, OKC's been talking about rebuild. I mean, you see all the first round picks they have. I mean, this process, if you want to call it that, has been going on for years.
It was like Boston, 5 years ago when they just collected all these picks and then did absolutely nothing with any of them.
Yeah.
The Boston hasn't had a good draft pick since Tatum. They've had 25 first round picks that they've just gotten wrong. It's incredible.
Just a bunch of experiments.
Yeah. So honestly, my lean here would be Thunder at home plus 5.5, but I won't be touching this game.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm off. Next game on the books, man. We have Washington Wizards at Chicago Bulls. This line right now is at 6.5. The total on this is actually dropped down a hook. It's at 222.5. You could probably find 228, 2.5s at 223. I'm telling you, man, I really like Chicago here. I like Chicago here a lot. What Chicago is doing right now, especially, just their body of work, they're not being talked about, man. They're on a 7-game, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-game win streak. And they're covering these spreads for the most part. They've lost the last 3. So the last 3 games have kind of come close. Orlando, I don't know what happened with Orlando. 102-98. I mean, you still win. You don't cover that 13.5 spread. I have no idea. They have a day break before they go back and play. I like Chicago. I'm going to be heavy on Chicago. That honestly is probably one of the best plays on the board. Who do you like here?
Yeah, I mean, you got to be all over the Chicago side here. For a couple of reasons. One, I mean, they're just a better team. And 2, we know that you attack Washington in the paint. DeRozan, Vucevic, these guys are going to just have their way with the Wizards. So, yeah, I mean, Chicago minus 6.5 seems low. So, instead of being scared off of it, I'm probably just going to jump on that, though. So, yeah, I mean, Lonzo's back. They're healthy. Mm-hmm. So, the Chicago team's for real. They're going to be a playoff contender.
Yeah.
They should be easy work with the Wizards here tonight.
They're first in the East right now, I believe. They're first in the East. Now, these teams just played on the 1st of January, right? They were in New Year's game. Close game, 119-120. Trust me, I don't care about that last score. I just think this is one of those games, man, that Chicago should come in and just really get work done. So I like Chicago a lot. Officially love Chicago here today. Another fucking game that I don't like. right? Sack at Denver. Total on this is 8.5. I did see was there any movement on that? Nope, not really any movement on that either. Right. Total is 224.5. Right now, you probably see some things off on this game. I don't care about this fucking game. I don't. I don't care about this game at all. Injury report's pretty static here. You got Bones Highland, who's probable. Aaron Gordon, probable. I just don't get it. You've got on a flip side, you do have a healthier Sacramento. I think there's going to be some money coming in on Sacramento first half because of how well they play first half, and then they suck second half, right? But Denver, I don't know. This game here, I'm still gonna have to do some work to it. They lost their last two. They lost to Utah and Dallas, and I thought Denver should have smacked the shit out of Dallas. I was heavy on Denver's side that game. Right, I didn't play it, but I'm like, okay, yeah, this is definitely a Denver game, and they didn't get it done. Before that, 3-game win streak, then lost 2, then won 1, lost 1, won 1. Right, so Denver's lost 2 after winning 2. So do they get back to their winning ways this game? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure at all. They don't play until the 9th. Sacramento, on the other hand, doesn't play until the 9th. Equal rest, equal amount of time for the next game. I'm off this game, man. I'll look into some more numbers, but it seems like, and I know a number hasn't come out just yet. Sacramento first half is always a gimme. They're always a gimme first half. Who do you like here?
I think Denver can get this done, but I wouldn't give the 8.5, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna see here. I'm gonna be honest, I won't know what to tell you tomorrow because I'm not watching this game. So I'm gonna go off the ESPN box score and be like, man, it looks like the Joker played good because he had 30 and 15, but I got NBA League Pass and I'm gonna skip right over this one.
I hear you, man.
Yeah, Denver just seems to be the most underperforming good team in the West. Sacramento, another one of these organizations that refuses to get good. And they haven't been good since they had Chris Webber.
It's been a minute, bro.
It's been a minute. I was a child, like when they were good. And they just weren't good enough then either. So it's tough to get behind Sacramento here. So, but I'm not giving 8.5 with this Denver team either. So, yep, another pass here for me. So, I don't know what to say.
Fuck it. Bruh, guy on couch is on the fucking floor, dog. He's on the floor.
He's going for that, man. Tell him to get up. Tell him to get
up. Next game, man. Atlanta at Lakers, man. Total right now is Lakers -3. Over under on this game right now is 227. That line was at 2.5. Money is coming in, or the side is actually going to the Lakers' favor. Probable again, King James. He's playing. He better play. He better fucking play. That's why the line's gone this way, right? And then who's playing for Atlanta, right? Trae Young is even questionable. John Collins is questionable. Bog is questionable for conditioning. I don't think he gets up. Who's playing? Who the fuck is playing for Atlanta? I don't know. But I do like what the Lakers have been doing with LeBron at the 5. This guy is unbelievable. Unbelievable in his 19th year. I hate a lot of the King James slander, man, because this guy is outright balling, playing. He's doing what AD won't do. He is doing what AD won't do, and that's play the 5. And he's been okay. They've won 4 of their last 5 games, actually, right? Win Sacramento, win Minnesota, win Portland, lost to Memphis, beat Houston. Atlanta's in that same caliber to me, if you ask me. It's like Houston, Sacramento, and Portland. I don't know. They're not a top-tier team right now. I don't know, man. So I do like Lakers a lot here. I don't want to sound like a homer, but I do like the Lakers a lot here. What you looking at?
I got to see who plays. The big one I want to keep my eye on is John Collins, because the Lakers don't have the size for him. So if Collins gets in there, I think he does whatever he wants. we know Capella's going to catch a couple lobs, but he's not going to dominate offensively against the smaller lineup. So Collins would be a big piece here for Atlanta. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to bet this game because you just don't know who's playing, who's out. So if these guys are out for Atlanta, I think the Lakers are the play here. If Atlanta gets everybody to go, you got to look at the Atlanta side here, man. A healthy Hawks team should beat this Lakers team, but I don't know what we're actually going to get on the floor here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Trey, that's a tough injury, man, for that kind of player. A low back contusion. You're stiff. You're not yourself.
Yeah.
You'd be better off sitting a couple more games here, getting 100%. Because if that guy tries to play at 75%, he's going to be off. You'll see that guy go like 3 for 14 from 3. He's just not going to be himself. So I'd like to see him sit here, and then I would, the Lakers are definitely the play if Trey's out. But
yeah,
we'll have to wait until a little later in the day for all that news.
Kevin O'Connor from the Mismatch says he doesn't believe the Lakers will fall under 500 for the rest of the season. That is a hot take, bro. But what he's seen in these last few games, it's like they've kind of figured it out. That's a hot take, but it's very, very believable. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I wouldn't be surprised if that did happen, to be honest with you.
I think we're getting a little overhyped here because they've played the bottom teams in the league. Sacramento, Minnesota, Portland, Houston. I mean, you can't get behind any of those wins as being meaningful.
Oof, bro.
They haven't beat anybody good. And this one, if they win this game, I'm still not behind the movement. I mean, you're going to beat Atlanta. I got to look at their upcoming schedule, but unless they keep getting to play these teams, I just don't see this massive turnaround that happened. We're seeing them beat the teams they should beat.
Okay, next game is on the 9th.
Oh, yeah, they got Memphis next.
Memphis. What do you think? Okay, let's try to do a little fortune telling here. What do you think that spread's going to be?
Memphis -6.
All right. We'll see how close we are to that. All right, man. Yeah. So I do like the Lakers here. I definitely like them. That's the play I'm on. Next game on the slate, man, we have Cleveland at Portland. Right now, Portland is +5. Over-under on this game is 216. It has gone down to 215.5. I'll tell you, man, Rondo showed up as probable, right? He showed up as probable. Says illness. Chetty Osman is probable also, right? Conditioning. You still don't have CJ there. We're still trying to figure out. I mean, we probably need to put 2 APBs out. One on CJ McCollum and one on Markieff Morris. Because I have no idea what's going on with CJ. I mean, he was good to play. He had a fully healthy lung, and now he's out again. I mean, I just don't know what's going on here, man. This is the stuff that happens behind the scenes in ball. It's like, yo, what the hell is going on? But yeah, now Lillard mid-January. So, they shut him down. You're probably not going to see the same performance out of Anthony Simons. Post-interview, he talked about that game that he had put up over 40 points. It was his grandfather out there. I believe he had lost his grandfather. So it was his grandfather out there, kind of like this Angels in the Outfield type shits where he was shooting and his grandfather was putting him in the basket. So it was a really good story, really good heartfelt story. I'm just saying, man. But yeah, I don't know, man. Portland, they did lose to Miami. They beat Atlanta. They lost to the Lakers, lost to Utah, lost to Dallas, lost to New Orleans, lost to Memphis, lost to Phoenix. They should lose this fucking game. I do like, there's something that I've been on for a minute. Cavaliers are first in the league, man, with first quarter ATS. And they have a better away record when they do it. They are first in the damn league, bro, when it comes to that. First in the league. So if I'm taking a lean here, I like Cleveland first quarter. This should be a game that Cleveland gets up for. We're going to wait for the injury reports and see what comes out. I do like if you play Chetty. I do like that. What are you looking at here?
What's the line at right now?
5.
This is a trifecta for Cleveland. The line should be 15. I'm confused a little because, yeah, outside of the one game where Anthony Simmons goes
Yeah.
nuts. I mean, this
Yeah.
Portland team is not good without Lillard and McCollum. Cleveland, we've been seeing pieces of this team for the last 2 weeks now. They either have their bigs and don't have guards, or they've had their guards and no bigs. They've got everything here tonight.
Yeah.
You got Garland and the bigs, and that's all you're going to need. Yeah, this is a Cleveland trifecta, and I'm probably going to jump on it now. I don't need to wait for any moves in this game.
I just jumped on it, bro. I really honestly did, because I like what you're talking. I just jumped on the full game. I don't have a first quarter, first half line just yet. I just stay with Bovada. I'll use other books offline, but it's just as far as uniformity, I'll stay on Bovada. But you're right. You're absolutely fucking right. I mean, you lost to a decimated Miami team, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta look. Sometimes Bovada has those nice like market props, Cleveland by 20 or something here tonight.
Yeah.
Get plus 500 or something, because I just don't see this game staying close unless somebody's going to get ruled out. That's not even on the injury report.
Yeah.
Even then, so be it if one guy's out. I still think they get this done. So, yeah, Cleveland's the play here.
I'm on it, man. I like your enthusiasm. All right, man, let's get into our leans that we have so far for today's slate. I'm telling you right now, man, a lot of money out there today. A lot of money, probably with some props and exotic markets also. Just saw Jared Allen double and Cleveland to win at plus 140. That's probably a pretty good pick there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, these exotic markets, once you get into them, they might do you some justice there. Lean for me so far, man. I've got Toronto first quarter and Cleveland first quarter. Those are my two leans I have. Toronto first quarter and Cleveland first quarter. Now, I'm going to take your famous words, regular leans.
Regular leans.
Regular leans, bro. They're not heavy leans, but regular leans. Toronto first quarter, Cleveland first quarter. What you got, Doc?
For leans, I'm on Philly right now. Milwaukee is a lean.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'd say for leans, I got a lot of officials here for you guys. So I'm going to lean on Philly and Milwaukee right now. And I'm going to save the rest for the good stuff.
Gotcha. All right, man. Let's do our official plays in this motherfucker. It's Friday, dog. You either go hard or go home. You know what I'm saying? My official plays. This is what I'm doing right now, bro. This is what I've already done. Already done right now. So we can update the spreadsheet. Philly -7. Lakers -3. Cleveland full game -5. And I'm going to do it. Chicago -7. Chicago -7. 4 plays for you. Let me make sure I've got that line still there. While I've got you on the screen on this mother. Chicago's now -6.5. Wow. Interesting. I'm jumping on it. That's my official play. Chicago -6.5. Cleveland -5. Lakers -3. Philly -7. What you got, bro?
I'm going to go official Toronto -11.5. I'm going to go Chicago -6.5. Did I say Chicago? Toronto? Yeah, Toronto -11.5. Chicago -6.5. Cleveland -5.5. Those are going to be the 3 officials right now. And I'm probably going to get there on Milwaukee and Philly, but let's go Cleveland trifecta is official too. I don't
That's
think I have a
yeah.
line on it yet, but I don't really care what it is. So
Yeah, that's one of those I don't give a fucking shit what the spread is, bro.
yeah, we're gonna see 2 points, 1 point for the first quarter. Doesn't matter. They should be
Yeah,
up 10 and cruise the rest of the game. So
I'm with
it's
it,
gonna be
man.
a good night for betting.
Yeah, should be a good night here, man. 4 officials, and I might just get there on my lanes also. So yeah, I might definitely get there. If anything, the regular leans turn into a heavy lean on Cleveland first quarter. That's got to be a heavy lean. So yeah, those are it, man. Nothing on DFS though, huh?
I've been struggling with just my personal time with DFS right now with all the COVID stuff. I just haven't had a chance to be at my computer from 2 to 4 p.m. staring at the
Right,
screen.
right,
So I just haven't been getting there as much as far as DFS goes. But now that we're kind of getting out of it a little bit, it's easier when you start to, because you can really take advantage of DFS when you start to see trends, usage rates. But it's like there's a whole new starting five on the floor every night. You have no data to
absolutely,
go off of.
absolutely.
You're taking shots out there. So yeah, haven't had the time to get there for DFS as much, but 9 game slate. I mean, there's got to be some value somewhere.
Right,
Probably
right.
definitely look at prize picks, take some player props here, have some fun with that. But
Yeah, absolutely, man. Open multiple books. If you haven't already, guys, open up multiple books. You need to have multiple books. You just don't work out of one. You have multiple books so you can do some line shopping. And definitely, I'm just seeing it more often now. Look at the exotic markets, look at the prop markets. That's where the money is right now. Because to your point, Corey, you don't know what the fuck is going on.
mhm.
You have no idea, right? So you can't gauge a side. Honestly, man, this has probably been one of my worst seasons playing ball because you just can't gauge, how these trends go, and but where the money is the prop market. So I do like that. All right, man, that is our show for today, man. Another good Friday. Happy Friday to you. Make sure you're being safe out there, and we're gonna do it again. We're back on to you on Monday. Corey, you got any plans for the weekend?
Working, man.
Never
Bunch of
stops,
work.
Brad.
Never
Never
stops.
stops.
Working. Hopefully, watch some good football. Final week. Wrap up the NFL here.
Chargers and Raiders, baby.
Hey,
No
Sunday night,
days
man.
off. No days off. No days off. I got it though. I got it, man. Guy on couch is gonna be screaming on the couch. You know how he goes with his Raiders, man. We'll see what happens. Until then, man, y'all be cool. Peace and love, y'all.